Hello everyone. Now we'll look into BFS traversal. BFS stands for breadth first search traversal. See, BFS proceeds in a concentric manner by visiting first all the vertices that are adjacent to a starting vertex, then all unvisited vertices 2 edges apart from it, and so on until all the vertices in the same connected component as the starting vertex are visited. If unvisited vertices still remain, then the algorithm has to be restarted at an arbitrary vertex of another connected component of the graph. DFS makes use of stack data structure, whereas BFS makes use of queue. Queue is initialized with the traversal starting vertex, which is marked as visited. On each iteration, the algorithm identifies all unvisited vertices that are adjacent to the front vertex, marks them as visited, and adds them to the queue. After that, the front vertex is removed from the queue. See, in the BFS traversal, we come across two types of edges, tree edge and a cross edge. Whenever a new unvisited vertex is reached for the first time, it is attached as a child to the vertex from which it is being reached, and it is called as the tree edge. An edge leading to a previously visited vertex other than its immediate predecessor or parent, it is called as a cross edge. Now we'll look into few undirected graphs and their BFS traversals. The first graph, where totally 8 vertices are there. Now we'll try to do the BFS traversal for this graph. We'll start with the vertex A, and for vertex A you can see all the adjacent vertices are visited. That is, B, E and F are visited from vertex A. So in the queue, A is at the front end and B, E and F are inserted into the queue, which are adjacent to vertex A. Then from vertex B we'll check whether any adjacent vertices are there. So A is already visited, which is the parent, and then F is again adjacent, which is already visited but we have not shown the edge. That's why we'll write a cross edge to connect B and F. And then any other vertex left out, it is G. From B to G, a tree edge is written to connect B and G. So next we'll go to vertex E. We'll see any adjacent vertices which is unvisited from vertex E. So A is already visited, which is the parent, but F is not visited. F is already visited, but the edge is not shown in the BFS tree. So we'll write a cross edge to connect E and F. Next, from F, we'll see whether any unvisited vertex which is adjacent. So there is no unvisited vertex from F. So we'll go to the next level, where from node, that is vertex G, the adjacent vertices we'll see. It is B, which is the parent. So it is already connected with the tree edge. Next, C and H are the adjacent vertices to node G. So we'll connect them using the tree edge. That is, G to C, a tree edge is written, and G to H, a tree edge is written. And then from C, we'll see whether any edge that is adjacent to node C. Yes, D is adjacent to C. So we'll connect the C and D with the tree edge. And from H, we'll check whether there are any adjacent vertex which is not visited. D is already visited, but we have not shown the edge in the BFS tree. So what we'll do is we'll connect it through the cross edge. And you can see in the queue, each time after we started with the first vertex, that is vertex A, and once we write or once we add all the edges adjacent to node A, the front vertex is removed. So in each iteration we can observe the front vertex from the queue is removed. Coming to the second example, so this is actually two connected components you are finding in this graph. First vertex we are considering is vertex A. From A, which are all the adjacent vertices that are visited? It is C, E, D. You can see from vertex A, C, D and E are visited. And we'll start with vertex C. Adjacent vertices from vertex C is checked. It is D, which is already visited, so we'll write a cross edge, and then C to F will write. Next, coming to D, there are no adjacent vertices which are not visited. Next, from E we'll check. From E, the adjacent vertex is B. So we are going to connect E and B with an edge that is called as the tree edge. Then from E to F, there is an edge. Since F is already visited, we are going to connect E and F through a edge that is called as the cross edge. And next, from F to B, we are going to write a cross edge. Since B is already visited, from F to B, we will write a cross edge. So first we started with vertex A. All the adjacent vertices to vertex A we just visited through the tree edge. And then from vertex C we started, adjacent vertices we wrote. Then from vertex D, then E. Then we will go to the next level, that is node F. In this vertex F, C is already visited, which is connected with the tree edge, and F to E already cross edge is written, and F to B there is an edge, so again we have written a cross edge. And now the dead end is reached, so we'll start with a new vertex, that is vertex G, which is not yet visited. So from G, which are the adjacent vertices? It is H and J. So we are going to write the edges, tree edge to connect G and H and G and that is G. From H, which are the adjacent vertices? G is the parent, is already visited, and I we are going to write, which is connected using the tree edge. So next, from J, you can see which are the adjacent vertices for vertex J. It is G, which is the parent, and I is another vertex which is already visited, but since we have not shown the edge in the BFS traversal, we are connecting it through a cross edge. So this is the BFS traversal you are going to get for this undirected graph. Now coming to the few differences between DFS and BFS traversal. With respect to these constraints, we'll see the differences. DFS uses stack data structure and BFS uses queue data structure. Number of vertex orderings you are going to get in stack, it is that is in DFS it is 2 orderings, in BFS 1. Since stack, push order and pop orders are different, whereas in queue it is first in first out, so you are going to get only 1 ordering of the vertices. Coming to the edge types, with respect to undirected graphs, in DFS we come across 2 types of edges, tree and back edge, whereas in BFS we come across tree edge and cross edge. Coming to the applications of DFS, to check for the connectivity of the graph, acyclicity and articulation points, DFS is used, and BFS traversals can be used for checking for the connectivity of the graph, that is whether it's a connected graph or not, and acyclicity and minimum edge path. These are few applications of BFS. Now coming to the last topic, that is differences between trees and graphs. So with respect to these constraints, we'll see the differences. First, coming to the path, tree is a special form of graph, that is minimally connected graph, and it is having only one path between any 2 vertices. Whereas in graph, there can be more than one path between the nodes. And with respect to loops, we can see this difference. Tree is a special case of graph having no loops and no self loops, whereas graph can have loops as well as it can have self loops. And in case of tree, there is exactly one root node and every child have only one parent. In graph, there is no such concept of root node. And in trees, there is a parent-child relationship, so flow can be there with direction top to bottom or vice versa. In case of graph, there is no such parent-child relationship. And trees are less complex than graphs since they are not having any cycles or self loops, but graphs are more complex compared to trees since it can have cycles or loops. And there are actually 3 types of traversals in case of tree: pre-order, in-order and post-order, whereas in graph it is BFS and DFS traversal algorithms for traversing the graph. And trees comes in the category of directed acyclic graph. it is actually kind of directed graph which is not having any cycle. Graph can be either cyclic or acyclic. And different types of trees are binary tree, binary search tree, ABL tree, heaps, 2-3 trees, etc. But in case of graph, there are two types of graphs, directed and undirected. Coming to the applications, sorting, searching, tree traversal, evaluation of an expression, etc. are the applications of trees. Coming to the graph applications, graph coloring, job scheduling, electrical networks, airline routes, etc. Number of edges in case of trees will be always n minus 1, that is where n is the number of vertices, and in case of graph, number of edges depends on the graph itself, and tree is a hierarchical model whereas graph is a network model. So these are few differences between trees and graphs. So this completes unit 5.